Hello, hello, this is Cheryl. Okay, guys, it's Monday. My desk is messy, but I want to show you how to make a pocket. We're doing the Strawberry Festival. So let me show you some examples. In case you haven't seen them on my post. I made these pockets. This one I just made this morning, and I went ahead and made it more farmhouse. So they're different sizes because I don't measure, and I fold my paper kind of, on the fly. Whatever feels right, looks right. That's how it goes. So that's why they seem all different sizes. This one I didn't fold the pocket up very far, and I made it wider. I didn't put the paper all the way over to the other edge. This one I folded it up higher, and I put the paper over further so it's a smaller pocket, So anyway, let's do one. You won't believe how easy they are. And then I'm going to show you how to do a mason jar, how I do my mason jar tags. The mason jar tag itself, it's just one sheet, and it was a freebie, Rachel and Bella. And it had all these sizes. It had a big size, and then this, and this, and then a really little size. So, you can print them and cut them out, and then I cover them with paper and decorate them up. So I'll show you how to do that. And this will be a very short video. This is in regard to the Junk Journaling Journey Strawberry Festival that we're having. So let's do another farmhouse one. Have some paper printed, and I printed double-sided. I printed something that was complementary to this paper here. I love this paper. This is plaid strawberry paper. And it's just all paper. It's not like a kit of different things. It's just all papers. And I've had it for a while, so I can't tell you where it came from. Anyway, so to make this pocket, it gets folded basically into approximately like this, into thirds. Okay. And I trimmed the white off, and when I did that, I don't think I cut straight. So let me cut that. Okay. It's not going to show anyway because I'm going to fold it. So after you fold your paper, now I guess I could fold it over a little further. Okay. There we go. And this is just rubbish right here. I'm going to cut this straight. All right. So there we go. Now I'm going to open it back up, and I'm going to fold in my corners as far as I want to, close to the crease, but not up to the crease, because I want to leave a little bit of straight up here. So then I'm going to glue them down. I'm all about easy. Even when I sew, I like the easy stuff, and I like the easy quilts, and I don't like fiddly, fussy too much. Okay, so there's that. Okay, now it looks like that. And then you fold it back over. Of course, now I have two creases here. And then I'm going to fold it up. So I'm going to, I'm going to glue this together first, so that it is closed. Okay, so we want to close it up. I don't close it up here because I might decide I want to stick something in here. So I don't decide that right away. I can decide to close that up later if I want to. And then I'm just gonna fold it up and I just eyeball it to where I want it to be. And I'm putting a pretty big tag in there. I hope I didn't fold it too far that I can't get it in there. Let me try something. That would not be good. Oh yeah, it goes in there. So I love these. I love me some mason jars, okay? I just do. So I'm gonna trim this straight because it doesn't seem to be straight. And sometimes my cutting. Whew. So then I'm gonna glue it just like you would any other pocket, here and here. Just a little tiny bit on the edge and fold it up. Now how easy was that? How easy was it? Okay, very, very easy. So now I have a pocket here, I have a pocket here, and if I want to tuck something in here, I can. Okay, so what I do after that, like on this one, I decorated with, you know, lace and a couple labels. On this one, on these, I got a little more elaborate and I just put some ruffled ribbon on there and a stamp and a flower and a strawberry. You can make them as fancy as you want, but for farmhouse, I kept it more simple with the vintage looking lace and the labels that kind of go along with the look of the paper. So I'm going to do that again. Only, let's see, I'm going to try to do something a little different. I don't know if it's going to work, and I don't know if I'm going to like it. And if not, then I guess I'm looking around here because I'm looking for my paper ruffle. So, you know, when I have paper strips, a lot of times, strips of any kind of paper, I make paper ruffles. So I'm going to put a paper ruffle on there because I thought that would be super cute. You can do anything. You can collage like you saw me do in the others. Isn't that cute? I think that is adorable. I'm going to put that on there instead of lace. And then I have this little yo-yo. What if I put a little yo-yo on there? And my little strawberry trim, and then something else over here. Oh, that's super cute. Is that super cute or what? Like if I had another one of these printed, I don't know if I do. Little label, I could put the strawberry label over there. So yeah, I like that. So save, you know, make your paper ruffles, girls, and use them. So I'm going to ink it up. This is kind of, I think this is like book page, you know, in the beginning of a book where they have those pages and they don't necessarily have any writing on them. They're just the beginning 5 pages or whatever. So I think that might be, oh, that's so cute. I love that. That's cute. What's going on there? So hope everybody signs up for this swap because they are so fun. These little pockets, stuffed pockets that we're doing are so cute. Now I have this little yo-yo that I made. Looks almost like a little flower and it kind of coordinates. Looks farmhousey. Yeah, that's going on there. Sometimes I send these out. Happy Meal, Freebie Friday. Not a lot of people claim them, but I love them. All right, my little strawberry. My strawberry trim, I don't know where you could get it. I got it at my ribbon outlet. It's like this. And You can use it that way, or you can cut the individual flowers out like I have done. So there's that, and I need another little label, but I don't know if I have one printed. Let me check. Not seeing it. So I'll put that on later. I'll post the finished ones all together when I get finished later on. But so there's the pocket. How easy was that? I could ink around it if I wanted to, but I'm going to put that little strawberry label. It says strawberry right there. And I'm going to use that on there. So now let's make one of the jars. Okay, so what I have left here, I've used the big ones, but sometimes, you know, I'll make like a big tag for in here. And in this pocket, oh, please don't be glued down. I could put a smaller jar, you know. I could put this one or this one even. Like in this one pocket, I put one of the smaller jars in the front pocket. And then I just did tags and tall journal cards in the back pocket. So we could do that. I'm trying to think. I think I could use one of these. I think one of these will fit. Cut it out. They come. Whoever did this made it nice because there's different sizes. Okay. So what I want to do is cut my jar out. So like I said, I don't know if Rachel and Bella have this freebie or not, but you know, there are lots of freebies out there on Pinterest. You can Google free mason jar printables, and some of them will come up, and you just can be careful though about copyright and all that. But if they're truly free and it takes you to a site where they're free and you can download them, you know, go ahead. All right, so there's my jar. I love mason jars. We have to do a mason jar swap. We have to do fill a jar or something again. Anyway, what I do is I put my paper right up to there, kind of look at it, and then I just cut a little, I cut it the shape of the, kind of the shape of the bottom of the jar lid, and then I'm going to glue it on there. So I put the glue on the jar, and then I just place it on here where I want it to be. Right about there. And okay, and then I just cut it out. It's just like backing a tag, you know. Trim off all the excess. And how cute are they? Okay, look at that. Now how cute is that? And then all I do is I ink it up because we don't want any white cut edges. And then, get my paper here. I just take my walnut stain and I go over the jar lid. That. I don't know why I didn't take the ink there. Must have got glue there or something. I'm going to put a bow on it anyway. So there's that. And then because it's farmhouse style, I want it to have more of a farmhouse look. I'm going to use my very narrow twine. I'm going to take all these little pickies off of it. And then I'm just going to tie that around. I always cut off more than what I need because it's hard to tie a bow when your strings are short. And I can't fiddle with that. So I just I feel like I need an extra hand, but I somehow get it done. I'm going to put this little bow here, maybe. There it is. I'm going to make it the size that I want it. Oh, darn. Try to pull it tight. Okay. And I'm going to trim it up. Okay, there we go. There's my little bow. I'm going to maneuver it around here a little. Glue it down. So I'm going to leave it kind of like that. I'm going to put a dot of glue there. And just make it look as pretty as I can. Hold it in place for a second. And there it is. So there's my little jar, little farmhouse style jar. Isn't that cute? I don't know if I tied it quite as tight as I want to, but it'll work. There it goes. And then I would put other stuff in, you know, a large tag, another tag in here, I don't know. Maybe this tag, and then a big tag in the back. Of course, my little strawberry label, and that would be it. And how cute is that going to be, you know? Let's see what I have here. Let's see. I have these, like this would be a good piece of ephemera for in there. And even this would be okay. And then I could have my big 3x6 tag made in from a coordinating paper, make it coordinate. And wouldn't that be cute? Isn't it cute? I should say. So there you go. It's really easy, and you can put all kinds of little pieces of strawberry ephemera into your pockets. This is not a 3x6 tag. This is a smaller tag, but it goes with all the other ephemera. This is a seed packet, and I just picked out, there was a bunch of them, like 4 or 5 of them, and I just picked out the strawberry one and printed it. So there we go. There's the, you know, the pockets and all of their goodies in there. And so I think in the swap, the requirement is at least one 3x6 tag, and that would be your big tag in the back pocket. So I'm using the mason jar. You could too if you can draw one or find one. So there's that. You can do it bright and pretty like these with the ribbons and everything, or you can do farmhouse. You know, I'm going to stick this back in here. I'm trying to train this this twine to lay like I want it to lay. So I keep tucking it in here, and it'll eventually just go the way it just lays, you know what I mean? So that's them. Cute, cute, cute. Hope you'll give it a try. Hope you'll join the swap. I mean, you can see that it didn't take me long to do it. You just kind of think about what you want to do and then print it out and put it together. So there you go, folks. I hope you have a great crafty day, and I'll see you next time. I'm going to be coming up with a video pretty soon with some really cute hidden paper clips for on your pages of your journal. So stay tuned for that. I don't know exactly when, but it'll be soon. Anyway, have a great crafty day. If you enjoyed this video, just give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any more content. Bye-bye now.